Hi, I'm Mike, and I'm the Director of Automotive Business Development here at Century Interactive. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about this guy. This is Nikola Tesla, and Tesla got screwed. He died alone, in debt, broke, in a hotel room in New York City, despite the fact that he was most known as the greatest inventor of all time and one of the smartest men of all time. So why did this happen? Well, he got screwed by Einstein over who invented the idea of AC current in electricity. He got screwed by Marconi over the idea of who invented the radio, because Tesla invented it, but Marconi gets the fame. And ever heard of the idea of a radar? Well, Tesla invented that, but Robert Watt is the guy who gets all the credit. So we got to ask ourselves, poor Tesla, why did he get screwed and die alone, broke, and with no fame? He couldn't figure out this. He couldn't figure out distribution. How you get a product to customers. A lot of people have a lot of different ideas on what distribution means. Is it just sales? Is it just physically how you move a product from point A to point B? Well, yes, and yes to everything. It's sales, it's logistics, it's advertising, marketing, product development, working with your customers to make sure your ideas are conveyed properly. So we're going to talk a little bit about distribution. But first, let's talk about why distribution doesn't work. And sometimes it's because the best product doesn't always win. Sony Betamax. A lot of people have probably never heard of that. It was probably a better product than VHS. Yet Sony made some bumbly business decisions, and ultimately they lost to a product called VHS, which we probably all know. Uber and Tesla. Two awesome products and awesome companies that are really kind of taking their field by storm. Yet, for legal reasons, these two companies might not be around in 5 years. Tesla is having a hard time distributing its products to customers because of a three-party system, and Uber is trying to fight the taxi drivers on if they can sell their product, moving customers from point A to point B in their black cars. When I was a kid, I had a great idea. I was going to paint these mailboxes in a neighborhood. It made perfect sense. I charged a cheap rate. It was required for the homeowners to paint their mailboxes and keep them in good shape. Yet, people are not always rational when they're buying products. This makes distribution hard. I should have been able to sell or to do this service for every mailbox in the neighborhood. It made perfect sense. It was totally rational. But I failed miserably. I did maybe 3 mailboxes and was out of business in 3 weeks. People aren't always rational. Math is hard. Another reason. Profits are not always easy to come by. For me, 2 + 2 = 5 because I suck at math. But for businesses, they have to figure this out. They have to figure out costs, salaries, insurance, the costs of being a startup, office space, things like that. Ultimately, that 5 is difficult to get to, and that 5 is profits and success. What can get us there is revenue, and Reed says it best. Revenue is the only thing that matters. He started a mowing business at age 13. If I have customers, then everything else is easy to figure out, and he was right, and that's still true today. Reed's dad told him this. So what do we think? We've got a sales team aggressively attacking the country. Because revenue, customers, are all that matters. We also have great distribution channels to get us there. These are our backbone. These help us sell and distribute our product. And lastly, we have this. Some awesome and exciting new things that we're doing with our marketing and sales teams to help us organize and refine how we sell, what our message is, and ultimately get us more revenue and more customers. Thanks for your time.